Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome to Phoenix Point. Ooh, I've been looking forward to this one. In fact, if you watch my little EGX wrap-up video, you'll know I've been looking forward to it. Ooh, yes. So, Phoenix Point is sort of XCOM, but sort of not, because it's not made by Firaxis, it's being made by Julian Gollop. Julian Gollop made the very original XCOMs back in the day, didn't have anything to do with any of Firaxis' XCOMs. So what we've got here, I suppose, is a bit of a cousin to the most recent XCOMs a little bit, because yes, it's all modern and shiny, and it feels very familiar if you've played XCOM, and yet there's some interesting different stuff going on too, like how in XCOM, the main enemy you're taking on is aliens, and in Phoenix Point, it's crabs. No, I'm not joking, it does genuinely seem that the primary theme linking the enemies together is they're all crabs. But let's just dive into this, because this is the demo they were showing off at EGX Res, but they were kind enough to share it with me after the show, so that I can share it with you too.
Thompson, Pejieva, Stoller, Richter. I won't mince words. You're all infected, and this is your last chance to do something good for your species. The Haven is lost, but we can still save the population and our work. I need you to help us make that happen. Re-enter Fort Freyheit. Activate the long-range beacon. Take the guard tower, and then hold them off for as long as you can. This is a one-way mission. You know what you're in for. Soldiers do the hard yards, so other people get to live in the light. Now, make me proud.
So yeah, it's a little bit more grim than parts of XCOM, certainly. We're already, like, you know, all infected with the crab disease, I guess, and we're all going to die and we're being sent on a suicide mission, where basically it sounds like what we're expected to do is hold out for as long as we can. So this might be one of those meant to lose missions. We most certainly do have to, take this location up here, the two glowy locations. Then it does say defeat all enemies, but I'm not sure what happens if we defeat all the enemies, because if we're already infected, then there's no coming back from this. So, I don't know, I didn't actually manage to beat this at EGX, so hopefully I'll beat it flipping now. This should all be immediately familiar to you, by the way. This here is a heavy. He's got a massive light machine gun, and also he's got a rocket launcher with 2 rockets in it. In other highly familiar news, we've got ourselves a sniper rifle who's very good at long-range stuff, and 2 assault classes who are very, very good at getting forward. Obviously, you'll notice the first thing about them is, they've actually got tons of flipping movement points. Like, the differences in movement between the assaults and other classes is quite pronounced. So let's just actually move one of my assaults forward and actually try and see what's going on in the world. Nothing major that I can see just yet. Fine. Now, you're probably thinking that you understand how this works immediately, which is, you know, you've got your movement phase where I can move as far as I want in the blue, or I could sprint over to the area in the yellow, and if I'm in the blue, I can take an action. It's a bit more complicated than that. This game instead has like an action bar at the bottom there. So there's nothing to stop you taking your action first and then moving after. You can do anything in whatever order you want. And even better, if you're happy to not move, basic assaults can actually attack twice in the same turn just because they don't actually need to bother moving, so therefore you've got the action points to pull it off, though sadly heavies and snipers can't do that. Right, well, let's just move everyone forward around here, and aha! We've got our first enemy. So, it's a crab. It's basically like, you know, a bit of a Mirelurk type thing, I guess, and you'll notice it's also holding a big shield. Because, yeah, you don't really want to be shooting into the shield, that's kind of worthless and garbage. So as a result, we need to find a way to try and get a shot into this. Now we've actually got visibility of him, interesting things start happening, which is the game tells you when you do or don't actually have a shot at that guy. So hang on, let's get the heavy up over here. Does anyone have a shot at him? No, because if I had a shot at him, then it would show a line from the square I'm planning to move to him. So sadly, that's not really going to work, so I may as well just basically get my heavy moving forward, ready to do some exciting, sexy stuff next turn. And as for my assaults, yeah, there's not much my assault can do. Now, one thing actually my assault could do, in fact, actually, here's something we can do. This guy's still got a shot. There's nothing to stop you manually aiming. Like, if you do just have a basic shot in standard XCOM terms, you can absolutely take that. If, however, you do not, there's nothing to stop you manually aiming if you'd like to try and take a hit against part of the enemy, or potentially clear out the cover. So I'm going to aim right there and fire. And that has cleared out the cover in front of him. Now that might give an opening. Yeah, this guy's now got a straight opening over there. So, where do I want to move this guy? I'd rather stay in cover if I could, but honestly, I'm not sure this guy even has a projectile, so it's probably fine for me to move just straight over to be a little bit on the close side, and then take a shot. So now I can take a shot here, and now the problem is I'm not going to do that much damage. And that's purely because... No, don't shoot your friends. Don't shoot your friends, and... No, manual aiming's not going to work because, unfortunately, one of my friends is in the way. But if you go for the generic shot that the game just offers you, let's see if we can do something here. And yes, we did indeed manage to do a handful of damage there, because he hasn't actually put his shield down yet. He's got a special action called, like, shield down or something. So until then, the shield doesn't count for that much. But you'll notice he's actually got proper limb damage on him. So we had a shield covering one side of him. So instead, yeah, we actually hit him on this side. Well, I guess that's on this side. Or maybe we hit him on this side because we're viewing him from... Like, if I view him from this side... Okay, possibly we hit him on what is the shield arm. We did some light damage. But yeah, and that's because he hasn't got his shield down yet, so technically it doesn't count for anything yet. I haven't played this game enough to talk, you know, with authority about it. But that'll do. We've done some light damage there. Everyone else is happy. Yes, I think everyone else is happy. Lovely. And no one has enough action points left over to Overwatch, so end the actions, and now, presumably, some more crab people are going to head forward. Yeah, he heads forward, and now he's going to, deploy shield. So now, shooting him from the front is a bit of a mugs game. Anyone else coming? Right, one of them up there. I don't think he's got a projectile, so I assume he's running for that ladder behind him over there. So, time to deal with you. Here's a fun thing about snipers. Snipers are fundamentally armor-piercing. So the fact he's got a shield is completely bloody irrelevant to me. I can just basically take a shot at him and nail him. So snipers very useful for piercing heavily armored targets. Now, is anyone going to be able to get a shot at that guy? I don't know. Let's just move... I'm going to move you over here just to get a little bit closer. I'm going to check as to whether maybe... Oh! Okay, we got a new enemy over there. Fine. Let's just actually go over to your grenade, because you're carrying 2 grenades. Any chance you could toss a couple of grenades? You could toss a grenade up there. That'd do some good damage to that guy. Okay, alternatively... Spin the camera around here. No, the grenade does not have the range. Also, you've got to be careful grenades don't actually hit the scenery. Because the scenery's all real and destructible, and if rockets and grenades hit it, which the game won't warn you about, because this game, you know, does not handhold much, then as a result, you would be in a bit of trouble. I'm just going to toss a grenade up there, and we're going to see if that works. Yep, lovely. So you'll see that just did a load of damage to him. Explosives just did... Ooh! Not only that, it actually destroyed the ground he was actually standing on, so he actually fell. He's now suffering from bleeding damage. He's taken a bit of a knock. We've taken out some of his armor, and also he's got a really badly damaged head and both legs, which might mean he can't move anymore, or his movement range is massively more limited. So I'd say that was probably a good use for a grenade, given I do actually have another one of them spare as well. So feel free to be a bit liberal with your grenades, because, to be honest, these guys don't seem to be holding weapons that are going to be blown up into weapon fragments, so you kind of may as well. Now, that new laddie we spotted, you've already taken your shot this turn. Actually, here's something we can do. Now that we've knocked that guy down to the ground, how about we actually have a little look see at one of the special abilities of our heavies, because heavies are now the god kings of the universe, which is their guns seem to hit ludicrously hard, they get 2 rockets, and they are the ones that come with the jetpacks. Yeah, they get jetpacks, because why wouldn't they get jetpacks? So they can basically just jetpack ludicrous distances, but that does burn their entire turn. But yeah, they can get up like ludicrously high, which is really cool. So there's a very good chance this guy is going to run forward and try and slam his shields down. So how about we just basically jump jet all the way over there with this guy in order to potentially have a flank ready to go. That could work, and from his elevated position, he's also spotted someone else back there. That's on a miler with a shield. That's, I think, the equivalent of their... That's either an assault or a sniper, because he's got a big rifle, so we'll need to keep an eye on him. Fun fact about assaults, they basically all have reaction shots if they come under fire. So if bullets come anywhere near an assault, even if they're not the one being fired upon, they will return fire. Just be careful you don't burn through ammo too quickly, because yeah, the guns don't hold many shots each. Now, aha, if I move this guy to here, he's got himself a shot. And I don't think that guy's got his shield down yet, so we might be able to do some damage to him. Let's see what we did. Yeah, we did 2 damage, and we slightly damaged one of his legs, so we might have impacted his movement point. That'll do as far as I'm concerned. So that's you done. End your turn. And the sniper can shift a little bit further forward. He should be safe there. That's fine. And what can you do? You can't do anything else. Actually, what you can do is any assault can get 25% of his action bar back by using exertion, which is on, I think that means a 2-turn cooldown, I would assume. So yeah, if you need to just move a tiny bit further forward with your assaults, they can do it. But let's not do that right now, because there's not a compelling reason to do so. And we'll also need to keep an eye on all the different crabs. In particular, oh, we've got some movement. So, next things next. We've got ourselves a weakened lad here, who doesn't appear to have his shield down right now. Move my sniper forward a tiny little bit, and he can have the shot right there. That should be a kill. Go for it. Boom, down he goes. Another one bites the dust. Lovely. Now, let's get you, my good man. Aha. Here's interesting. Apparently, you've got a ridiculously long-range shot at that guy over there. From this spot right here, you can just basically have yourself a shot. So, you haven't actually fired much so far. Go on. Honestly, I don't think he's very likely to hit. But yeah, there's no actual percentage given to you. But we'll give it a go. And he's actually managed to do something there. And there's return fire. Okay, fine. So that's the crab assault class. A crab gunner, I think they're called. So he took damage, so he automatically fired back. But we've crippled his grenade arm, so he shouldn't be able to use grenades anymore, but he can still use his gun. And I'm guessing he knows we're over here now. However, potentially, my assaults might be able to help out with all of that business. Apparently there's some cover right here, but the cover would mean I wouldn't actually have a shot. From here I'd have a shot. Interesting. Okay. Move you forward, and there's that guy that we ran into previously, so he was just still chilling out back there. He can't really do anything right now. This guy has, yeah, I think that means he has a 26% chance of returning fire successfully, but I'm not 100% sure. Or we could finish off this guy, but I think this guy can't move anymore, so we don't need to bother with him. He's not high priority. Take a shot. And there he goes. Lovely. Now, you'll probably notice guns feel a little bit more accurate than you might expect from older XCOM. Yeah, it feels like it's less about probabilities and chance to hit, and more about dealing with disabling enemies in particular ways, looking at limbs and armor and all of that. I don't know exactly how armor calculation works right now. It seems to be some form of, like, damage threshold system, but I'm not quite sure. Now, can anyone get into a position to finish off the little crab over there? I'm not sure you're going to be able to. No, I don't think you are. And you can't do anything right now. Your turn's definitely all done. Actually, you know what? This guy could, because he's... Oh, no, he's already at max. Okay, so I need to burn some action points with him. That's fine. So come out of exertion. He moves to here. Normally, that will be as far as he can go without losing his ability to shoot. However, if I was to exertion right now, I get some of my actual bar back. So as a result, he can now head over to... Where do I want him to be? Here looks like that's fine. Move him to here and get the shots to finish off that guy. And we'll finish off 2 in one turn. Down he goes. Lovely. And that, I think, now is all quiet, right? I think that's... Yeah, I think that should be everything that we've seen dead. Lovely. Now, alien activity. Any movement? Yep. We've got a new shield lad over there, and he's run up top. Has he got the action points too? He does have the action points to deploy a shield. Alright, and we got more coming in too. So that's another assault. We've got... Oh! Ouch. Someone just fired on him, but we fired back and we did much better out of it. Back to New Jericho. Okay, you, my heavy, you actually don't have a grenade, do you? No, you've got your rocket launcher, you've got your main gun, you should be fine. Now, question is, do you have enough firepower to just take out that guy? Potentially if you've got a sniper's help. Though, actually, this guy's way over here and I've got a sniper, and there's a massive tower that needs climbing. Like, I feel like a massive tower would be a great spot for a sniper to be on. Like, that's just my take on it. But we might be able to take this guy out anyway. If we just move you over to This isn't a great spot, but it would at least give you a shot at that guy, and that would hopefully be enough to... Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Take the move around there. You're at full health right now, and take the shot at that guy. That should be... he's got a chance of firing back. No, we can't hit that guy. He's... Well, we've got sights of him, but you don't have a shot. Take the shot, and... Only 1 damage, and he fires back. And now this guy's out of ammo, so needs to reload. So he's in a bit of a difficult position, actually. I need to send him a little bit of assistance to help him out. Now, the other assault, who's also got... Actually, he's got 2 shots. The other assault could come over here and try and lay down a little bit more fire. He could get over... This seems like a good spot, because I know I've already cleared out the guy up top. So you get onto the bridge over here. Take your shot over there. I think that's going to be better. So take your shot, and down he goes. Fine. That guy is dead. However, that means my heavy's now kind of on his own on the other side of the map. Unless, of course, my sniper can do something fun. Because my sniper might be able to get into a position. And, yeah, actually, my sniper can get over here and will have a shot. So between the 2 of them, we should be able to take out this guy. So take the shot, and... Boom! 4 damage, bypassing the shield immediately. Nice. So he can't do anything else now. Your turn's definitely done. Back over to the heavy. The heavy, probably the best thing you can do is just basically... because I'm at an angle here. Okay, just get nice and close. And then we'll take a manual shot. Yeah, we still got plenty of time for that. And looks to me like that's going to be nice and easy because, yeah, it's not like in XCOM where anyone in, like, you know, in front of him by 180 degrees is, like, technically he's deemed to be in cover to you versus he's not if you're behind him. It seems to be more on a sliding scale, which makes a lot more sense. So, goodbye, Mr. Mylurk. This should be enough to kill you. Down it goes. I think the shield did actually eat one of those shots. So, more enemies cleared out. Lovely. And this guy needs to reload at some point, but... Not just yet, because he's out of action points. Lovely. Inactivity. We've got someone up top. Right, there's an assault up top. Probably going to take a shot at me. No, he didn't have the action points to do so. Okay, so I think I know what we need to do here. I want my sniper to be starting to head in, yeah, this sort of a direction. Ready to start clambering up this here tower, because I want my sniper on the high ground. That's got to be a good place for him. Meanwhile, my assaults... can hopefully... Okay, apparently my assault does not have a shot at that guy just yet. Okay, could you get into a higher position, potentially? If I was to maybe move you and then use your exertion to get up to higher ground. Because I bet that might work. So get him over there. Okay, activate exertion. Now we've got ourselves... Move up 1 level. And... Where is the edge of your blue space, right? Oh, are you being blocked by him? Oh, that's irritating. Okay, hang on. Can I move him out of the way? I didn't realize people blocked each other. Move you out of the way. Now, can you actually now move somewhere a bit better? Yes, he can. Now we can actually get up to this spot here. So let's do that. And let's see if that actually gives him a shot at the other guy. Take a shot manually, and no, he doesn't have a shot there at all. That's all stuff in the way. That guy is too high up for the time being. Okay. How do we get up on top of here, potentially? Because, ooh, hang on. I got myself one plan here. No. Back over to the guy who needs to reload at some point. The guy who needs to reload, he may need to reload that, but he's still got grenades. In fact, he's got 2 of them. So... how far and how high could you throw a grenade, my good man? Could you... Oh, you just can, you little star. Right, we'll get that up there. And kaboom! That should do a ton of damage. That just utterly cripples all their limbs. So he's got... Oh, yeah. At this point, he's suffering from ludicrous bleed damage. So hopefully next turn, the bleed damage will kill him. I don't even need to get another shot at him. Now, do you actually have enough action points left over to reload? Yes, you do. Spot on. That's a really good turn for Irina in that case. Right, end your actions. You still have the ability to move. Okay, probably what I want you to do then is just start moving in this direction, ready to climb up there, clear out anyone else who's on this side of the map. I probably shouldn't have you on your own, but I think we're... Oh, enemy spotted. What sort of enemy was that? What sort of enemy? It is one assault. I feel like my heavy can handle one assault. So we've got another assault over there, and everyone else is clustered on this side of the map. Send my assaults over there next to start helping out with that, but I think there's nothing else you can do for the time being. Right, turn ended, and yeah, let's just wrap up everyone's turns now. Though actually, if you've got the spare action points, you may as well reload. And, oh, yes indeed, that was the bleed damage killing that guy. So bleed damage for explosives can be very, very useful indeed. That guy is, oh, ouch. That guy ran out here, took a shot. We returned fire. That actually worked pretty nicely, because now, in fact, perfect world, I'd like my assaults to finish him off so my heavy can keep moving towards the objective. Here we go. The guy who's newly reloaded can get round over here and should have a shot from there at this laddie. Yeah, fire the weapon. Looks like he's not in cover, and down he goes. Job done. Well done. Okay. In which case, I'd say probably the best thing we can do now is get my assault back just down on the ground over here. Does he have anything he needs to do, by the way? How's your will? Have you taken any knocks to will? Oh. Hello. The camera just moved slightly, but I'm sure that's fine. No, let's get my sniper up top, because someone needs to go up top, and a sniper seems like an excellent sort of person to do it. So, sniper burns his movement points heading to the top of the tower, and we hit objective number 1.
Prepare a defensive perimeter. It's only a matter of time before we're overrun.
Okay.
Let's go down like soldiers.
And better, because we actually completed an objective, we got some willpower back. Good. So that's another way to get willpower, just completing objectives. Right, Heavy, I need you to be going up to over here. Yeah, head on over there. You're a little bit on the slow side, but I'm sure it'll all be fine. Can you actually climb up this turn? No, apparently ladders eat quite a bit of your actual movement points, or your action points, I suppose. Right, end my... Oh! Yeah, you see, crabs. Now there's a giant lady crab. Okay, so now there's a giant crab, and also there's another assault over there. Apparently there's just loads of assaults over here. Just, ooh, taking pot shots at my sniper, la-di-da. Right, so now there's a giant lady crab, and the lady crab has 10 bajillion bits of health. So this is all fine. Ah, dear, I was wondering when she would show up. She never showed up for me during Res, but I saw her on someone else's screen, so I had a feeling a giant boss was going to be showing up. Fine. So, thing about her is, she's got herself a big pile of armor, so we're going to be wanting to pick that off her with rockets, grenades, and sniper shots. So, we've got to, you know, do this all careful-like. Also, Heavy, can you not climb a ladder? Is this a thing I missed about you? Because the game is not providing a way for me to theoretically get up top. Right, apparently you can't climb ladders. That's kind of embarrassing. I guess you're quite heavy. I guess that does actually make sense. Well, in that case, we probably need to start moving towards the quist. And we'll leave it up to someone else to climb the ladder. Now, fortunately, my sniper's in a good position. Because my sniper can basically immediately take some pot shots. Except, here's the thing. Now that we're actually going up against the boss, we actually have to manually aim. So we have to figure out what we actually want to take out here and how we want to try and disable her as time goes by. So we could slow her down by taking out the legs, but the legs do appear to be fairly well armoured, as do the pincers. That would reduce her max hit points. I'm assuming she has the ability to heal. She's got a thorax there with 4 bits of armour. Her head, however, is relatively not well guarded. But you can obviously only hit the head from the front. So it's a soft target, but potentially it's not going to work that well. Screw it. Take the shot at the head. While she's coming over the bridge, we might be able to do some good damage to her. There's only 3 armor on that, so yeah, line up the headshot, fire the weapon. Sniper, go. Boom. So my sniper takes a shot. However, that guy over there is an assault, also starts firing on him, because assaults basically just start firing at the slightest provocation. So we've done a little bit of damage to her, but she can do a lot more to me yet, and we've got her head down to orange, not red. Okay, so what's my next move? From here, this guy would also have a shot. Probably not a bad idea to just get him forward and start basically firing with everything we've got here. Once again, same basic principle applies. Focus on the head. Once you're targeting the head, keep going for it. Unfortunately, I think the sniper rifle, because it like bypasses armor, I think she's still got all that. No. No, hold still. Hold still. It's kind of that slow-mo. Just hold still for a second, please. I need a good shot at... Yeah, this is why you don't necessarily want to go for the head. Because the head, not everyone's going to be able to have a shot at it. But if we could just strip off the armor, then we can start knocking down our health nice and quickly. Right, this looks like a good moment for this sort of thing. Right, fire weapon. And that did... that did no damage, but probably started actually getting the head armor down. The only reason we did damage with the sniper is because he's armor piercing. Right, now we need this guy over here to go down at some point. You start running in this direction, and then use exertion, and then just keep running, basically. We need to just keep getting back. Is anyone going to have a... Do you ever have a shot at him? No, you don't, but at least you've got good cover. So, get over there, and sadly, you don't seem to... Do you have a shot? Do you have a manual shot you could take? No. Doesn't have a manual shot because there's a bit of cover in the way. I could... you know what? Go for it. Just fire. And... Oh! Did do some damage. He fires back, but I'm in good cover. Good. That actually worked pretty well. And my sniper just stays up top, but my sniper's going to have to reload at some point. This guy... Yeah, now he's in a good position. I might want to move him back, so if I can get him into a good position, next turn he can fire twice in a row. So, how about we just move him... Yeah, let's just actually get him moving backwards here. So I'm not sure cover matters when you're going up against a giant queen crab. Instead, you can... I could have actually... could exert. Actually, I wonder if with exertion, if you don't move, you could fire 3 times in one turn. I don't know. I'll save exertion just in case that's the case. So she moves forward and just starts trashing the place. She'll just basically walk through the base because everything's all destructo-physics-y. And fire, but I get to fire back because I'm also an assault, and the counterfire destroys him. Lovely. Alright. That's all the enemies we know about taken out at this point. So, you, my good man, let's focus on you and where you are, because we need you to... Aha! You can climb ladders. Good. So, you, move fast as you flipping can, and I'm gonna guess that... If I was to exert with you right now... you know what? Screw it. Let's see if we can actually get inside the objective. Yes, we can, because we can just basically go straight through the window. So move.
Well done, team. We're receiving your camera feed and confirming hostiles. Oh, shit. There's a big one coming. Get ready.
Yeah, we noticed. We noticed the big one. She's already flipping here. Now I need to get my heavy into a position where he can start bloody doing something useful. So my heavy's just going to basically charge forward, and he's going to start rocket barraging, probably next round. You've got a shot down over there, and uh-oh. He doesn't have a shot anymore. Right, well that's a concern. Part of the problem is probably... part of the floor's already been blasted out of this place. He actually can't stand on all the areas in here, because the floor's been blasted out, because, yeah, everything's all destructo-physics-y. Right, you need to get down over here and just be ready to do something next turn. I was kind of hoping he'd have another shot from the top, but no, unfortunately, the tower started falling apart, so he does not. Down he goes, into cover. Right, nothing you can do? I don't think there's anything you can do. Fine, so end your actions in that case. You can... Hang on. No, you wouldn't be able to, because that restores 25% of your movement points, but he can get a couple of shots in right now. So, headshot, fire, and boom, 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 boom. Does no damage, but it's starting to wear down the armor. We just need to wear down the flipping armor. In fact, actually, why are we doing that? And can I actually reliably get a flipping grenade shot off here? Because we need to be careful not to hit the bridge. If I throw... Yeah, I'm concerned that it's going to hit the bridge and do the damage to me. So I'm going to cancel that right now. I'm going to go back to my rifle. I'm going to take a second shot. What's the deal with the head right now? Ouch. We are... Okay, we're slowly wearing down the head's hit points. But it's slow. We're not doing damage to her actual health bar, but we're doing damage to her limbs at this point. So the head is being damaged. Now, I look like I might be in trouble now, so I'm going to exertion in order to just fall back slightly. Just keep double firing and then exertion to give myself the bonus. And she started completely trashing the place. Okay. And now... Okay. So he's almost dead at this point, luckily. An assault gets a hit in. So... This is starting to look a little bit on the concerning side. Right, Sniper, you, my good man, good luck. Good luck with all of this. Yeah, you're in a perfect spot right now. Take a shot at the head, and boom. There we go. The head has been... Oh, blimey. The head's not just been disabled. The head's been flipping blown apart, but that's not stopping her. Whew. Right, well, that's good. And now, if we keep shooting the head, I think that's now a weak point. Oh, you're out of ammo. And also, generally, you're in trouble, aren't you? Yeah, you've got 1 hit point left, and you're actually bleeding. I've got a plan. So, congratulations. We will all go together when we go. They said this was a suicide mission, so let's flipping suicide! Nice. Now, minus 10 armor of her. That works for me. You, fall back just a little bit, because you can do right now. Prepare for your rocket barrage, because this is kind of why we brought you. So, bring in the rocket barrage right now. Launch the missiles. And... explosion. They're very cool. And that does minus 3 armor, which works for me, and does a bit of damage as well. Good. So, she's starting to take some damage. In fact, she's yellow all over, so she's slowly losing movement points, all the rest of it. You fall back, so I'm pretty sure she's coming in your direction now. Now, as for... yeah, that guy's dead. Moderately confident he's already dead, game, but that's fine. Now, if I move this guy out to here... yeah, if he runs out to here by jumping out the window, he'll have a shot from there. So you, hop out the window there, and prepare to start taking some shots over here. Because we've now got, yeah, look at that. Now, basically, all of her has lost some of its armor. So we can start taking out more of her faster and easier. But I don't have a shot at the head right now. What is relatively... ah, this is interesting. I can break one of the legs to reduce her movement range, which will keep my sniper safe. So fire. And that should be a crippled leg. I think so, anyway. And with a crippled leg, yeah, because it's gone a different colour. With a crippled leg, she can't move as far. And that's going to make it easier to pick her apart. I like the boss fights in this. They're very tactical. Can you do anything else? You can move ever so slightly further forwards. Yeah, you can get down on the ground. But honestly, yeah, get down on the ground just in case we need to move a bit more. That's fine. So you end your turn there. You can't do anything else apart from... you don't need to reload yet. Actually, can you fire a second rocket right now? Can you? No more uses this turn. Boo! You can, however, go back over to your primary weapon and reload it just for safety. Yeah, reload that. And you are also out of ammo and desperately need to reload, but we're going to have to do that next turn. Now, where's she going? Because she can't move that far anymore. She can still move a little bit of distance, mind, and she's coming in for the attack! That is 0 damage. I think she missed because I've taken out her head, so she doesn't have, you know, eyes anymore, which is useful. Unfortunately, my heavy appears to be pinned. This is a thing that seems to happen. I'm not sure what the rules for being pinned are, but sometimes after you've been attacked, yeah, you lose your main action that turn. So while he can run, he can't run and attack. Kind of running away fills up his action for the time being. But at this point, we should slowly be wearing down her movement points. So if we now spread out, that's probably going to work. Can you reload and then do something the same turn? I don't think you... no, don't have enough action points. Fine. Well, she's moved away from you now. Get over here. Be ready to attack next turn. So if you can get a headshot in, that would be marvellous. And maybe that was a bit aggressive. Maybe just slightly further back from where I just was. Right, your turn's over. Now, over to you, my good man. This is where... oh, you're out of ammo too. Well, you know what? That's fine. Because we've been saving up our grenades for exactly this purpose. So get a grenade in on her right now. Toss the grenade. Boom. That is another 8 armor that goes down, and also 4 damage. Back left leg is disabled. She's taking bleeding damage as well, so actually the bleed damage might be enough to finish her off. You at this point probably want to start just running over here and getting away from her. She's probably just going to trash through this building and just basically bring it down. You need to reload at some point, but no, you're out of grenades as well. Yeah, she's coming. She's coming, but look, she's moving so much less far than she used to because she can't anymore. Oh yeah, this all works for me. Now, this is probably an excellent time to try and get another rocket barrage on her. Final rocket barrage. At this point, we are almost out of explosives, but we should hopefully have also nearly taken out all of her... Oh, yeah, now she's suffering huge amounts of broken legs, which is going to massively cripple her ability to move. Now, that works for me. Back to the sniper. Sniper has a shot because he's got the range, and the sniper can now start tearing her apart because she has got so many bits of her that now just do not have much in the way of armor on them. We need to focus on... Yeah, the legs should be absolutely fine. Do we have a shot at the head? No, we're not at a good angle for the head, unfortunately. Abdomen. Thorax is basically unguarded at this point. Right in the middle. Boom. Tons of damage. Absolutely lovely and sexy right there. You just basically stay where you are. I'm happy with your current position. You could move again yet. Let's move you around here. Keep you nice and safe. Now, the assault. My one remaining assault guy. He needs to... Okay. He needs to reload first up. Or he could just toss another grenade. But I'd say probably reload. That's going to burn half. Next up, take a pot shot. Now, the head, which is currently completely destroyed, as a result, we can keep firing on that, and that will do loads more damage to the actual main health bar, but we have no way of disabling, so actually, it doesn't feel like it's doing that much more. We're probably... but that's disabled as well. Interesting. You know what? Let's just go for the headshot, see how much damage that does, and... that was about 4. Okay. So now, exertion... and start running, basically, because she's coming. But if we're lucky, she now can't... Oh, yeah. That's it. With her legs broken, we can pick her apart. Whew. Right. Good. Good. In fact, this might be a lot at this point. My sniper should have a nice, easy shot right into the... Yeah, there's the thorax. That should be the thorax destroyed. Boom, thorax taken care of, and that will be even more debuffs to her. She's suffering even more bleed damage. Absolutely flipping lovely. Next up, we need, you. Now you could get yourself 2 shots in here. Could you finish her off? Oh, that's creepy. She's still got half a head. Right, so the thorax is destroyed, got 1 armor. Actually, thorax is destroyed, and it's not got much armor on it. What's left? We haven't taken out the pincers yet, so she can still technically attack. And yeah, as a result, she's... which leg is still operational? Is there 1 operational leg? Destroyed. It's this one, isn't it? The front one. Yeah, here we go. Fire on that. Take that out. And that should hopefully be... Was that... Yeah, that there was front right leg disabled. I'm not even sure she can move anymore. Fire again. This time, focus on the... Ooh, this will flipping do. The thorax, because that's got almost no armor, so we can do way more damage. Fire! 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Absolutely loads. And now, exertion to get out of there and just basically keep running. I don't even know if she can move anymore. She might be completely immobile at this point. You can't do anything. End your actions. What can she do? No, I think she's just... Oh, she just died from bleeding. Nice.
You did it. I'm proud of you. For remaining loyal to the principles of New Jericho and helping us secure Project Hecate.
But on the other hand, you know what our protocols demand regarding infected individuals. Make sure I don't see you again, and good luck. Okay, so it's not exactly a happy ending, to be honest. And that, for the moment at least, is all I have from Phoenix Point, because this is just a little combat demo, but ooh... Ooh, it's nice. It is just a weird little second cousin to the more recent iterations of XCOM. It's very, very different indeed. Yeah, there's much less focus on likelihood to hit. Like, soldiers seem way, way more accurate, but it's also much more about enemies have specific limbs and shields and whatnot, so disable the right limbs in order to slow them down. Giant, ridiculous boss monsters can be thrown at you because you just need to target them correctly. Saving explosives for burning through armor. It just feels really nice and polished already. And just imagine this when there's a proper campaign where you can actually have, like, you know, consistent soldiers that you fight with on several occasions and then get emotionally attached to, and then they get murdered by a giant lady crab. That there could be very, very special indeed. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This could be something very special. So, as soon as we can actually get our hands on a proper version of this, I'm not sure how far away it is. I think they're still going to be working on it for quite some time. So, don't expect a full playthrough anytime soon. But, when we can, oh yes, we'll be revisiting this. I have no doubt whatsoever. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been Phoenix Point. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake! I've made a mistake! I've made a mistake! I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.